Tēnā koutou, people, what's good? I hope you fellas have been gaming hard as usual. Now look man, I've just finished watching the Watch Dogs 2 trailer, reveal trailer, leaked trailer, I don't know what you call it, but before I get into what I think about the whole Watch Dogs 2 thing, I just wanted to say, hey man, I'm really liking these African American protagonists. Like for me personally, actually, I got a shock, because I think the leaked what is it? The leaked picture that was floating around on the internet to me looked like an Asian type of a character. Now I don't know if this character will be in the final game or not, but I mean, anyway, so for me, I was thinking, oh, okay, Watch Dogs 2 is probably going to have this Asian guy, but then I finally watched the reveal trailer, whatever, of Watch Dogs 2, and it was a African American. That surprised me. I wasn't ready. Like, I didn't even realize. I was like, who's this fella? Because he's been looking for this Asian dude. But no, man, it was African American, and I think he is well, no, I'm pretty sure he is the protagonist. He is the character you'll be playing as. And man, dude, I'm liking it. It took me by surprise, but it was like a happy surprise. I was like, hey, that's cool, you know. Um, because first off, it was started as Mafia 3. Mafia 3 had a African American. I think he might be mixed though, but then again, I haven't really gone into the whole Mafia 3 because I don't want to spoil any of the story for myself. So I thought, oh no, I'll just leave it, leave it here. I'll just wait for it to come out and then I'll play the game so I don't get, any spoiler stuff. So yeah, so anyways, Mafia 3. The protagonist is African or African American as well as mixed, whatever you want to call it. And then after that, it was that Battlefield 1. And I was like, hey, another African American dude? I was like, hey, man, that's cool. Now, I'm not too sure if Battlefield 1 you actually do get to play as a African American person. I'm not too sure. But as for the cover, putting a black face on the cover, I think that's rad. I think that's dope as. I like it, love it, everything, And then now this Watch Dogs 2. Again, I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready, man. I didn't even know that Ubisoft as well was going to go with an African American protagonist. I thought that was I thought that was so cool of them to do. But yeah, man. I mean, I like it. Anyways, that's just my quick thoughts on the on Watch Dog 2's protagonist. Now, in Watch Dogs 2, the city you will be exploring is in fact San Francisco. So they have moved away from Chicago, which I think is a great idea. You know what I'm saying? A sequel. We're going to do a sequel. Let's move on from Chicago and let's have a new protagonist. Rather than lingering with Aiden Pierce and having the game set in Chicago. I think it was a great idea for them just to move on. New protagonist, new city, new areas, new buildings, new streets, new everything. I think that is the best way to go about making a Watch Dogs 2 sequel. Now for me, I did like Watch Dogs. I was one of the few who did enjoy it, and I did clock it. And I thought it was okay, but the protagonist wasn't. I mean, he was cool and everything, you know what I'm saying. But for me, I did find it kind of hard to relate to him, and he didn't quite. And to me, he didn't seem as interesting as, let's say, the side characters, like for instance, Clara or Gordy. Gordy or Geordie, I can't remember his name. Correct me, but Gordy, that Asian sort of guy character, as well as T-Bone, those three characters I really liked because I had more of a connection with them rather than Aiden Pierce, the actual guy that you play as. I thought that was kind of weird. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, so I mean, starting fresh, starting new, I think is great, and it's a great step forward. Just having a clean sort of canvas, and then painting a new picture rather than sort of painting the same picture. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like how they've moved on, which is great, in my opinion. And I think for me, one of the things that really sort of grabbed my attention was the fact that it looks like that Ubisoft are maybe having fun with their Watch Dogs franchise. Because whereas the first game, it was quite serious, in my opinion. I thought it was very serious. The main character was very serious, sort of the tone of him, how his dialogue was, even to his voice acting, like it was kind of sort of quite gruff and sounded like Batman a little bit, and I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of already sort of started off like sort of like that, but with this one, with these leaked trailers or whatever you want to call it, I thought that it, you know they're actually having fun, and I think perhaps this is the best um, version of a Watch Dogs game. I like how they've taken the seriousness away and replaced it with a more upbeat, a more fun, youthful type of a feel, rather than having it be quite serious and quite sort of dark. And I mean, I'm sure the Watch Dogs 2 will be dark, but it's just cool to see that that the tone of the game has changed, and I think it might be for the better. We still have to play the game though, obviously, but I think this new tone, I'm really liking it. Having fun with the hacks, again having the tone more upbeat, and having the protagonist sort of young, a young adult. Like to me, he looks like my age actually, like 20, 21, 22. I quite like that. I already am interested in the protagonist, and I haven't even, he hasn't even spoken or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already liking what I'm seeing. I'm already liking the protagonist. So yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the trailer, I did feel quite excited for this Watch Dogs 2. But I still have my concerns. Definitely have my concerns. But I think the way I feel about this. The way that I feel about Watch Dogs right now, Watch Dogs 2 right now, is the exact way I felt about Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because I had played Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Unity, not 2, idiot, Assassin's Creed Unity, and that was quite, it was disappointing, as well as the frame rate was not very professional at all, you know what I'm saying, and there were issues, so, and then when I heard about Syndicate and I saw gameplay, I was liking what I was seeing, but I was still cautious about Syndicate, and is it going to be another mess, exactly like Unity? And I think that's kind of how I feel about this Watch Dogs 2. I am quite excited and I'm very optimistic about this sequel, while at the same time I'm very cautious, and I'm wondering, oh, it's probably just going to be another Watch Dogs again, but at the same time I played Syndicate and I loved it. I had my concerns, but once I did play it, I loved it, man. I clocked it, and I had more fun playing Syndicate than I did playing Unity. And I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, but that Syndicate was such they had really listened, you know what I'm saying, to the feedback. I don't know what you want to, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to get off my chest, about the Watch Dogs 2 trailer. It looks good. I mean, I can't lie, I'm looking forward to it, but I just hope that they don't stuff it up, that's all. You know, I mean, the graphics, I don't care about the graphics. It's, because we all know that's going to get downgraded anyway, so I'm not really that hyped over the graphics, but just that story, character development, all of that type of stuff needs to be on point. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you fellas up in my next video. Peace.